Inspiring conscious minds at conscious times. Welcome back to Troy Let's Talk Real, and I am Troy. Well, recently we got some bad news, at least gamers have, about a very important game that has been waited on and pushed back several times now. And that particular game is called Cyberpunk 2077. Now, we were set to get this game November 18th. And I was looking forward to it. I'm not going to sit here in front. This is a game that is highly anticipated, a game that's highly sought after, whether on last gen or next gen, a generation that we're about to enter. And, I did a video a little bit over a month ago talking about the crunch that was reported by an employee that works for CD Projekt Red, stating that, they were in crunch mode, even though they have said and gave several statements within the last couple of months stating that they will not put employees in those positions to work ridiculous hours to get a game out. Now, they've been working on this game for quite some time now, and a lot of gamers like myself wants to give CD Projekt Red the credibility and the clout to, make this game. You know what I mean? The Witcher 3: The Wild Hunt was just a great game. It's a game that I still play today. It's a game that I'm going to play tomorrow. The DLC was great. The quality of the game was great, right? And we have to give them credit for that. They're not like Bethesda pushing out a junky system or graphics that, is cute for the moment, but we continuously give them a pass for putting out inferior products. That's not CD Projekt Red. That's not who they are. But you guys remember back in March when they put out a statement stating that, they will not be releasing Cyberpunk in April. And I'm going to read that statement. We have important news regarding Cyberpunk 2077 release date we'd like to share with you today. Cyberpunk 2077 won't make the April release window, and we're moving the launch date to September 17, 2020. We are currently at a stage where the game is complete and playable, but still work to be done. Night City is massive, full of stories, content, places to visit, but due to the sheer scale and complexity of it all, we need more time to finish playtesting, fixing, polishing. We want Cyberpunk 2077 to be our crown achievement for this generation, and postponing launch will give us the precious months we need to make the game perfect. Expect more regular updates on progress as we get closer to the new release date. We're really looking forward to seeing you in Night City. Thank you for your ongoing support. So that was back in March. And, I was cool with it. I'm fine with delaying a great game because a rush game is never good. The delay game is normally good. That's kind of my reasoning and logic when I look at a developer who has a proven track record of producing content that is superior. So sometimes you have to wait. And I get it, these games, they're very complex. They're not trying to make Super Mario Brothers, or they're not trying to make, a Sonic game. They're making an open world, futuristic game that's going to be for current gen and next gen as well. And who knows, it might even get on the Nintendo Switch. But I mean, come on. Like, you've delayed it then. Now you're delaying it now. 21 days, which that don't even make sense to me. I don't know what you can do in 21 days, but I have a theory to why they actually did delay Cyberpunk 2077 again. And it's just my theory. You know what I mean? I'm a conspiracy theorist. You can say that. I like to theorize what's going on and what companies are doing. And I think I have a very interesting theory that you guys might agree with me. But let's read the recent statement. Hey everyone, today we decided to move the release date of Cyberpunk 2077 by 21 days. The new release date is December 10th. Most likely there are many emotions and questions in your head, so first and foremost, please accept our humble apologies. The biggest challenge for us right now is shipping the game on current gen, next gen, and PC at the same time, which requires us to prepare and test 9 versions of it: Xbox One, Xbox compatibility, Xbox Series S, X, PS4 Pro, compatibility on the PS5, PC, and Stadia. While working from home, since Cyberpunk 2077 evolved towards almost being a next-gen title somewhere along the way, we need to make sure everything works and well and every version runs smoothly. We're aware it might seem unrealistic when someone says that 21 days can make any difference in such a massive, complex game, but they really do. Some of you might also be wondering what these words mean in light of us saying we achieved Gold Master some time ago, passing certification or going gold, meaning the game is ready and can be completed and has all the content in it. But it doesn't mean we stop working on it and raising the quality bar. On the contrary, this is the time where many improvements are being made, which will then be distributed via a day 0 patch. This is the time period we've undercalculated. We feel we have an amazing game on our hands, and we're willing to make every decision, even the hardest ones, if it ultimately leads to you getting a video game you're falling in love with. So that's the second delay that they had of this game, and apparently they're saying that, the game is done, it's complete. And they're even professing that 21 days makes a difference in video game development. And to me, I don't know, so I can't even sit here in front and act like, they're lying or they don't know what they're talking about. Clearly they do. But damn, not even maybe 3 weeks out before the game to launch, and you pull this. I really hope that this game impresses. I really hope that it lives up to the hype, because this game has hype like many games I have never seen have hype before. People are more hyped for this than they actually for Halo. And we saw what Halo looked like, and they had to go back to the drawing board to correct that, and hopefully they do. But I want to give you guys my theory, and it might not be a popular theory, but it's just my theory. I think that in the month of November, we have a boatload of games that are being released. We have a boatload of games that are open world RPGs. And we have the next gen consoles that are coming out for the Xbox and the PlayStation. And this is just my theory. I think that they were paid by both developers to say, hey, look, the launch title games are very light on both consoles. Why don't you just push this out to December, which will then guarantee the game is going to sell regardless, but will then guarantee that you'll have something to play that's worthwhile in December, and it'll let a lot of the games that are coming out breathe, like Miles Morales, the new Dark Souls, what else you have coming out? Watch Dogs, Legion, right? Assassin's Creed Valhalla. These are games that gamers are going to put 30, 40, 50, 60 hours into. So I think that the market right now for these open world games, just in the month of November, may be a bit saturated, because I'm going to get all of them. I'm going to get Cyberpunk. I'm going to get Assassin's Creed. I'm going to get Watch Dogs. I'm going to get Dark Souls. I'm going to get those games. But there's no way in hell I'm going to be able to play those games within a month. And it wouldn't make much sense for me to buy all of them at one time if they're just going to be sitting on the shelf until I complete one. Because that's just the way that I play games. When I start a game, I play that game completely through to its entirety. I don't play anything else most of the time. If it's like an open world RPG story-driven game, that's just how I play games. But I get it. Some people can dib and dab and jump in and out of games. I can't. I want to stay immersed in the world and the experience. But I think they were told to just push this back out to December, let those games breathe, Then December come. December's all yours. What are you going to get? Phoenix Rising? You're going to get that game. And that's going to be on every platform. Hell, it's even going to be on the Switch. But that's not going to be able to compete with a Cyberpunk game. There's nothing coming out in December that's going to be able to compete with Cyberpunk. And I think they were told or either paid to say, hey, look, it's going to look bad. It's going to feel bad. Push that shit back. You know what I mean? December. And then they'll get it when they get it and they'll enjoy it. And it'll be something for us to play that's worthwhile in December. That's just my personal opinion about it. But at any rate, CD Projekt Red, y'all got 21 days. Y'all on the clock. From the time y'all put this statement out, y'all on the clock now again. So I hope that you put forth every effort to ensure that this game is bug-free to some degree or very minimal, and that you guys deliver a game that you promised, and that this game is worth playing. I already hear that there's a lot of replayability, just from looking at the lore that's being shared on the internet, different play styles and starting points in the game, which will ensure you be able to come back and replay it again with a different point of looking at things and approaching things. But man, listen, if y'all disappoint CD Projekt Red, I don't know. Might not look good for you. Anyway, I'm Troy. This is Troy Let's Talk Real. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and share the video. It goes a long way. The channel is growing and I appreciate all the support. Until next time, peace.